Bienvenidos a Tiempo Fuera. Hoy estamos con Jaylen Wells, jugador de los Memphis Grizzlies. Jaylen, how are you doing today?
Doing good. How about you?
We're doing great,
Doing great.
Thank you.
Well, starting with the first question, obviously you were just drafted with the 39th pick in the NBA draft. How did it feel to get your name called?
It was a little bit surreal. Just going from D2, and just part of having the journey I had was just it was just kind of nice to see all the hard work pay off. Honestly, it hasn't even all really settled in yet, but yeah, it definitely felt great.
It's been a crazy year for you, going to D1 and then getting drafted in a great pick that is the 39th pick. It was, how did you feel this year with so much change and positive change?
Yeah, I think one of the things in basketball you got to do is just be able to adapt to change. So something I've been having to do these last couple of years, but I really embrace it. I really enjoy the change, being able to go into different environments and just be able to try to do my best in whatever situation I'm given.
Excellent. And you obviously today we heard the news and we had to ask, you signed your first contract that is a 4-year, a $7.9 million deal that has the first 2 years fully guaranteed. And the thing we're curious about is, what is the first thing you bought or you're going to buy with that money?
First I gotta get myself a house out here, or not even a house, or an apartment. Something, I'm still living in a hotel right now, so that's definitely first thing. I'll probably go to Chipotle and get some extra chicken and extra guacamole on my Chipotle bowls.
We don't have Chipotle over here, but I would love to try some one day. I heard only good things. But recently I heard that they've been giving like less things when you ask the bowl. They give you like,
Yeah.
and that's been a problem, I heard. I don't know. I have no opinion on that, but they may be giving less because of Keith Lee.
Yeah.
Well, we heard that your parents put you through a lot of sports, tennis, t-ball, baseball, soccer, which we call football, but it's okay. Your football, gymnastics. What is your favorite sport that you played outside of basketball?
Definitely gymnastics. I was pretty good. I kind of just liked how much went into it. Just kind of really like, it's pretty difficult. It makes you really strong. You have like really strong core and all that. I think it actually is really good for like basketball players. If basketball players just like all the gymnastics, I bet they would probably see it translate.
And if you were to train the next 4 years until the next Olympics, do you think you could be in the gymnastics US team?
I feel like I'm too tall for it. I feel like there's some people that it's that kind of as a disadvantage.
Yeah.
I think I looked it up. The tallest gymnast is like 6 foot. So.
Oh, that's curious. I'm not into gymnastics a lot, but I thought that if you were taller, you were more athletic, you should be better. I was expecting that.
Well, continuing, now, what do you expect like this season to go with the Memphis Grizzlies, obviously?
I really don't have too many expectations, just trying to go out there and do my best, be able to maximize my role. Obviously want to go out there and win as many games as possible. So that's kind of what I want to do, just do what I can to help the team win.
Yeah, and one question I had is, I also heard that the first year you got into the D2 basketball team, you said that although you were a freshman, you had a leadership role, and that's very rare because you have older teammates that have been more in that space. So, do you feel like although you're a freshman in the NBA, you could implement that leader role of yours in the team?
Definitely. Maybe if I'm not that vocal leader, I feel like I can be that leader by action. I feel like that's kind of where I've impacted teams mostly, is just being a leader by action, just the way I carry myself on and off the court. Just always been a player you can look at and he's probably doing the right thing. So definitely something the way I can impact the team is being a leader by action.
Great. Excellent. And also, one question that we would like to know if that do you idolize any players in the NBA?
One of my favorite players growing up was always Dwayne Wade. Always, yeah, been a big Dwayne Wade fan growing up, and so now I'd say always watch the Heat. So Jimmy Butler, big Jimmy Butler, big Bam Adebayo fan. Yeah.
That's the right answer. We're Miami Heat fans, so
Okay.
that's the right answer.
Okay.
Hey, and you also have
Technically, I'm not a Miami Heat fan anymore.
no. You're now you're a Grizzly fan, and so are we. So are we.
Yeah.
So are we right now. And you have another legend in your team this season, at least, that was from that period of time, from in the 2011 season. He won the MVP. You know who I'm talking about.
Derrick Rose.
How does it feel to have such great a player that has achieved such greatness in your team, and what do you think you can learn from him?
Yeah, definitely excited to learn from him. I haven't actually officially met him yet, just because it's been like summer league guys.
Yeah.
But yeah, definitely excited to meet him. Just be able to pick his brains, and obviously there's a lot you can learn from the vets, just how you handle yourself on and off the court. And I just feel like there's a lot of little things that you just don't really know until you get into the league.
For sure. Great. And also, we would like to know, do you have any like pre-game routines?
Not really. I wake up in the morning, I stretch, usually get some type of chicken and rice. I'll take my cross chain off, take my Sleep Nation wristband off, and I'll kiss it, and that's really it.
Nice.
And also another interesting thing that's going to happen right now is the Olympics. The US team has assembled like the dream team of this era. Do you think, or do you want really to be at any point in the national team and compete at that level, in FIBA level rather than NBA?
Definitely want to. I mean, I got 4 years to prepare, so
Yeah,
I think that's good enough time for me to get ready for that.
maybe not gymnastics, but basketball.
Yeah.
Nice. And also, there is one thing that you want to accomplish basketball-wise.
Winning a championship. It's probably the biggest accomplishment there is in basketball.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, well, last year the Grizzlies had Ja Morant out a lot of games. They didn't have the best rough records, but previous seasons they were second. So definitely they have the potential to be up there in the regular season, and then in the playoffs. You never know. Last year Miami was 8 and they went to the finals. This year Boston was unstoppable, but maybe they lose. I want them to lose. I am a Boston official hater, but there's no problem. And going to the next section, this was the question that the previous player left for you. In this case, it's Atenis Aguirre, a player that plays in my national country in Uruguay. He said, have you thought about what you're going to do after your career is over?
Yeah, actually, I have this thing that me and my high school friend, it's called Sleep Nation. It's something that's it highlights players that are being overlooked. So it kind of relates to my story, relates to his story. So what we used to do is we host open runs, we'll record them, and then kind of make a little highlight film for the players. It started in high school, slowed down since we've been in college just because everything got so busy. But now that I'm pro and have a little bit more time, definitely something I want to focus on.
Yeah,
That's great.
That's an amazing thing to do. And do you have like a question you want to give to the next person we're going to interview? They're not necessarily from the basketball world. They're from other sports, but they're sports related. So you can go there. You can think if you want. We can give you time.
What is the reason you do what you love? So whatever that is, basketball or whatever it is.
Great. And lastly, the last section, that second one was short. is the rapid fire section. You're going to have little time to answer, and the first thing that comes to mind, you have to say it. There's no thinking in this game.
Okay,
When you're ready, we go.
I'm ready.
Favorite movie?
Real Steel.
Favorite TV show?
Ooh, Clipped.
Not including basketball. What sport do you watch or play the most?
Wait, you said what?
Not including basketball. What sport do you watch or play the most?
Ooh, football.
Teammate you spend the most time with right now in the Grizzlies, these few days, who was it?
I guess I'd say Gigi Jackson.
Favorite food?
Macaroni and cheese.
Best video game?
Ooh, let's go 2K. Ah,
Hot or cold?
favorite coach?
Hot or cold?
What do you say?
Like the weather, hot or cold?
Oh, hot or cold? Hot.
One dream left to accomplish that has nothing to do with basketball.
One dream.
Left to accomplish.
Ooh, I don't know. Starting a family. I don't know.
Excellent. Favorite artist?
Oh, Drake, Rod Wave, A Boogie.
Controversial right now, but we'll give you that.
Yeah.
And finally, best basketball shoes.
GT Cut threes.
Yeah, those are. Well, that was all really. Thank you so much, Jaylen, for coming over here. We wish you the best of luck this season with the Grizzlies, and beat the Celtics in the finals for me, please.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Dale. An honor.
All right. Bye.
Good luck.
Thank you.